I cannot see a problem with everything that I give.
You got her crashing out for baked potatoes, beans inside the potato. Now this is just evil. Bro, this meal is a reason to call CPS. If you ain't calling CPS on the meal,
you gotta go.
What the heck is that on the plate? This why you can't eat at everybody's crib.
I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration.
YouTube, hello. You're on More Abdullah up next. You know we don't do no intros here. Today, everybody comment your age. I got a real question. Are you fat? They saying there's a lot of kids that's like fatter nowadays, and we about to figure out exactly why. Why everybody built like Teletubbies is the real question. They want to know why you built like Humpty Dumpty, or why you know so many people built like Humpty Dumpty. Hey, shout out to my Humpty Dumpties though. I swear to God, they be funny. Bro, when you got a disadvantage in life, whether it's your weight, the reason why you can't chase down your ops. For one, if you fat, bro, you gotta literally go off on your ops first. You know when people get into a fight, they be like, swing first, swing first. You have to swing first. They can dodge quicker, they can do everything. Matter of fact, don't even swing, sit first. Get straight to, if I'm fat, I can't wait to beef with the ops. I actually know a person from my high school, bro. He was very skinny. People wasn't picking on him like that, but he did get picked on from time to time. And one thing he did tell me was the second he get buff, he whooping my ass. I ain't gonna lie, he did tell me that. I'm thinking about that now, like, I hope he ain't get buff on me, man. But let's see why. Let's see what they talking about.
With Britain in the grips of an obesity epidemic, it's not just the adults who are
Britain?
overweight. With over
God, this how y'all built? Boy, this look like Wall-E.
overweight, with over a third of children in the UK being overweight or obese. Now, this does beg the question, who is at fault for these obese children? Well, this is what the TV
Parents?
show Junk Food Kids looked to answer, and it uncovered the ugly truth of denial, excuses, and a lot of fast food.
Parents. Bro, people don't know how to cook, man. This is why I liked it cooking with Kaya. I don't know why y'all was hating. All she did was cook food and shake a little ass, and everybody hated her. I want to cook. And I could be one to talk. I don't even know how to make eggs. I'm getting fat, bro. I'm 190. I ain't been under 182 in like 3 years, bro.
Shops are to blame, governments are to blame, people who make candy and the sweets, they're to blame.
The parents are to blame for overweight children, but they have to be helped.
Now, the first episode in the series is honestly pretty hard to watch, as we start...
They trying to say junk food, and the people who make it, bro, there's literally healthy snacks. Nobody's eating that. If the snack don't give me cancer, I don't want it. But I don't eat snacks a lot. Your parents is giving you snacks, bro. Kids broke as crap. When you a kid, bro, $5 is rich.
In Leeds, and meet Tula and her mother, Natalie. And despite her looking older, Tula is just 4 years old.
She's about to start school, but it's hard to find a uniform that will fit.
Do you like that skirt?
I do want it, but I want it now.
Yeah, 8 to 9 years.
Despite how young she is, she still needs to wear clothes which are for girls double her age, just because of the size and weight she is. And even then, it's still a bit tight for her.
I think even...
But let's be real though, like, bro, maybe she just a little short. You ever seen somebody who was like short and fat, and as soon as they got taller, like the weight just evened out? Bro, that could be why. Now look, the mom ain't giving us no hope neither though.
Even that might be a push to Lula. Last couple of years, she's piled loads of weight on. But I'll have to get a bigger size. Adults that I know have said that she's fat. It absolutely heart-wrenched me.
One thing I noticed that she said was that she started piling on the weight in the past 2 years, so since she was 2 years old. And Natalie tried to play that off as if it was a mystery as to where it was coming from, when it's clear that Natalie is just feeding her too much. It's also strange that Natalie laughs when she needs a bigger size, which tells us she's not exactly taking this weight gain seriously, and we soon find out some immediate health issues because of her poor diet.
That's crazy. Nah, my mom, bro, she see me, bro, I used to love like chocolate as a kid. As soon as my mom seen I love chocolate, she never gave it to me. I'm talking about, bro, like, I leave my Halloween snacks one place, they come up missing. I don't know why, bro. I was playing sports. I was naturally skinny. I'm like, what's up? I used to be wanting to crash out about it. She would get snacks for herself in vanilla, knowing I'm a vanilla K. And you giving your daughter about Golden Corral, all you can eat buffets every night at 2, you're setting her up. They trying to save y'all, bro. They seen Dave Blunt and they said, nah, we gotta add a change in this world, bro. You see Dave Blunt, he built like a beanbag.
Being overweight isn't Tallulah's only health problem. She's also suffering from severe tooth decay.
When Tallulah was born, she never had a dummy. She always had a bottle. So as she got older, it went from formula to cow's milk to juice. Now I know that's my fault, but it was easier for me on a night to give her a bottle of juice than to try and sit up with her all night and try and get her back to sleep.
A comment to some
What about water? Yo, we got a hungry ass mom coping in our face. Bro, we know she was gonna be built. Look how you built. What are you talking about? Y'all don't know what healthy food is, bro. The mom allergic to salad. The daughter naturally come out the womb. Even when you was pregnant, you was filling your body up with them toxins.
Summed up this section perfectly, saying, "I'm sorry, but a 4-year-old with tooth decay, that's disgusting." And
They don't even eat nothing. Like broccoli on the plate, you make them finish the broccoli. How you 4 with tooth decay? Juice. I'm trying to think at 4, bro. I don't think I knew what juice was, bro.
I don't know if I'm being harsh, but I completely agree. Going from milk straight to juice, which is just loaded with sugar, and giving that to Tallulah at night is just ensuring that her fragile teeth are going to be destroyed. And Natalie's reasoning behind it is even more disgusting in my opinion. Literally saying to the camera that she couldn't be bothered to make a bottle for her baby, and so just gave her fruit juice. The worst part is that Natalie admits she noticed the tooth damage, but carried on doing it anyway. And it's actually causing Tallulah a lot of pain.
They've just got worse.
That one hurts me. That one hurts me. That one hurts me. All of them hurt me at the bottom. And still hurt me at the top.
You'd think after Tallulah said that her entire mouth is in pain that Natalie would stop giving her sugar-loaded drinks, but it seems to be the opposite happening, as her convenience is more important than her child's health, and Tallulah's not only got rotting teeth, but is also piling on the pounds.
Bro, them teeth ain't even fully grown in. I'm beefing with my mom when I get older. No cap. Bro, look at her teeth, bro. Bro, why do you give her homeless people teeth before she born, bro? That teeth is growing in brown. How you, the baby teeth is brown. I can't even roast the baby. I'm roasting the mom. Come on, bro. You gave her piranha teeth.
But is also piling on the pounds. The average 4-year-old needs 1,200 to 1,400 calories a day, and that 500ml bottle of Ribena she was drinking has around 200 calories and 50 grams of sugar, and it isn't exactly going to keep her full. And Natalie once again shows her denial, as she denies that Tallulah's diet is making her so heavy.
Sweets, chocolates, sugary drinks, it's those diets which are linked to decay, not good diets. It's the bad diet that causes dental decay.
Yeah. Rigor. Right there.
It's one of my favourite dinners.
I cannot see a problem with everything that I give.
I know that ain't no baked potato with beans inside the potato. Now, it's one thing I was gonna say, all right, you may know how to eat good meals. You hungry for? You know the best meals. You got her crashing out for baked potatoes, beans inside the potato. Now, this is just evil. Bro, this meal is a reason to call CPS. The meal, y'all. The meal itself, I'm calling CPS. If you ain't calling CPS on the meal, you gotta go. What the heck is that on the plate? This is why you can't eat at everybody's crib. This ain't even a good reason. Yo ass not looking at the Wingstop. I just ate Wingstop. Yo ass not looking at that. I'm fighting the Wingstop, Chick-fil-A, Zaxby's demons. You're fighting baked potato with beans demons.
I honestly do not believe she's put all this weight on just through what she eats.
Once again, taking the easy way out of any accountability, she tells the camera crew what she really thinks the true cause of her weight gain is.
Thyroid. She said it might be something to do with that.
But while Natalie gives excuses and continues to overfeed Tallulah,
bro, 100 women versus accountability. 100 kids versus a father. Where they at? Where the dad at? Somebody got to step in. And don't be no dads. Like, bro, why do every video I watch just don't be having fathers?
Tallulah has been sent to the hospital as the pain in her mouth has become unbearable. However, before they even get there, Natalie showcases her awful attitude towards Tallulah's health, as she can't even be bothered to make sure she gets to the dentist on time.
Today, Natalie has to take Tallulah to see the hygienist. It's an appointment they have to attend before the hospital will see Tallulah. But it starts in 10 minutes, and it's 8 miles away.
Tallulah!
That's the top!
Tallulah innocent too. Like Tallulah just be vibing. Like Tallulah really like gang. Like you one of the members, Tallulah.
Oh,
you could really throw the setup.
Instead of still going,
and you gotta take the bus? Wow. You had no plans on being on time. Mom.
Oh, oh, this is not working out well at all.
Instead of still going to the appointment, profusely apologizing for being late, and getting much needed help for Tallulah, Natalie decides to go home instead and watch TV. She even belittles the dentist's work by saying she doesn't need their help, and Tallulah wouldn't listen anyway.
Tallulah hasn't gone to today's appointment, but Natalie wasn't convinced by it in the first place.
So you made sure to get a camera there to vlog while you a bad parent, but you couldn't make sure to get them on time to their appointment? This ain't no script. Like, we genuinely got a person sitting here holding the camera and watching them walk into their house, but we can't get it like you to your appointment on time because they paying you for the episode to document your stupidity. Hey, you a different type of special, man. I gotta clap it up.
A lesson in how to brush your teeth. Obviously, she's still only 4 and, you know, it's quite difficult to get her to brush her teeth properly as it is. Never mind do it in circles and brush your teeth
Then you do
this
it.
way and that way.
You supposed to
You're
teach
not
that.
interested in brushing the teeth, really. Why would you want to brush your teeth when you can sit downstairs and watch a bit of, you know, Peppa Pig or do something else, you know? It's like it's a chore for her.
It's hard to believe
This is somebody parent. Why brush your teeth when you can watch Peppa Pig? You is a pig.
what you hear when Natalie talks. Tallulah's teeth are literally rotting out of her mouth, and she's saying that brushing her teeth is too difficult to enforce, so she just lets her watch Peppa Pig on a night. Now, it's not just me and you who are outraged.
This goof-eyed Peppa Pig, bro, I really blick Peppa. Bro, I really up switch on Peppa and not feel bad. I'd rob Peppa Pig and not feel bad
By this, and YouTube commenters felt the exact same, saying the fact that she blamed a thyroid problem and then couldn't be bothered to get her daughter to the dentist on time.
One of the biggest tests of her control comes with a weekly shop.
I gotta get him something to eat quickly.
Grocery store. You already waddling around, bruh.
While we're going round so they don't whinge and moan at me. Yeah, you getting one of those?
Soy sauce.
And soy sauce.
What's in that again?
Now, it's one thing to be a hungry ass person. Like, once you're a hungry ass person, it's really no saving you. You know, you're super hungry. You're extremely hungry. It's just OD. Busting down the food in the middle of the store before paying for it is a different type of greedy I never thought I would have to see in this video that we're watching right now. You busting down the food in the store, you couldn't even wait. You that hungry? Your mouth salivating looking at it or something? What is this? Okay, what exactly is taking place in my face? This is the next level of greedy. This is actually one of the greediness of the deadliest 7 sins. This is one of the greediest of the deadliest 7 sins, guys. This is what we're watching.
Sauce.
What's in that again?
Cheese and onion. I reckon it's got a bit of mayonnaise in it or something as well.
I reckon.
Apple juice to share. Right. Let's go shopping.
As they walk around the shop, it seems like she makes a beeline to the crisps, or the chips if you're American, and gets the biggest possible bag she can, which she
I mean, it's a wholesome and beautiful family. I can't sit up here and act like the kids aren't like, oh, look at the little baby. Oh, look at the little baby. But damn, they said you did the 50-yard dash to the chip section in the store. That's crazy. You got the kids looking, touching. Everybody know what your parents supposed to do when you sit outside that store. You better not look at nothing. You better not touch nothing. When we get into this store, you gonna walk in and walk out, you know, or I'm gonna whoop your ass. You got them eating the chips in the store.
This will only last her around 3 days.
It's gonna get some crisps.
I can't lie, like I wouldn't have wished this was my mom when I was a kid.
Snacky. See, that'll last me a few days.
Days? A few days. 20 pack? How many chips is y'all eating in a day? Look at your face, bro. It got the greediness written all over it. A few days? Days is nowhere. Nowhere for the days.
And after Tallulah and her brother have moaned throughout the entire shop after their food ran out, they begged their mother for chocolate. And I honestly think this is something that a lot of parents probably go through, with kids begging them for chocolate. And I'm not a parent myself,
me.
I can't really speak from experience. However, it does seem like after they whine for something, that's not the time to give them the treat, as it just reinforces the idea that if they whine, then they get a reward.
That's facts. I used to whine for that chocolate. I dang near wanted to blick my mama. I'm not gonna lie. Like, where the chocolate going? Like, why is the chocolate at the top of the snack closet where I can't reach and I can only ask to get it? What's up? That was the life I was living, bro. I was having to play Temple Run to get to the chocolate in the crib. That's why the second I get the chocolate, it's gone in a day. The thing about your mom is, the reason why she's letting them get the chocolate when they beg is because she was gonna get that anyways. She wanted it more than the kids wanted it.
I like to just have an easy life. I think everybody likes an easy life. No, you're not. No, sorry. Come on. Sometimes I think to myself, no, I shouldn't give in. You know, having Kinder Egg, sometimes I think to myself,
Don't you dare. Don't you dare cry over no food. You better not. This is not a good look. Don't you dare. You better not cry over no food. She not even crying, bro. There's not one tear coming from her eyes, bro. She about to be depressed over the food. Bro, there's not one tear. Bro, I can't even see a tear, bro. She not even crying halfway. You better not. Now you know you doing too much.
I shouldn't give in. You know, having Kinder Egg.
Look! You peep, she wasn't paying attention, bro. You cut it. You cut the act. Bro, the person behind the camera had to ask you to do that.
But I do. Go and get a Kinder Egg each, quickly.
Unfortunately, Natalie's easy life is coming at the cost of Tallulah's health, who realistically doesn't really understand that this bad diet is having such a bad effect on her, but it gets revealed at the doctor's visit, which Natalie managed to attend this time. When the doctor, named Monty, asks Natalie about her eating habits and how often she brushes her teeth, Natalie just lies in his face, which Monty sees straight through.
Does she snack quite frequently?
She does snack. I won't say she eats, it's always sweet stuff that she's snacking on, but she does like sweet stuff, but I have cut her down.
The funny thing is, right, most parents and most children know the right answers to the questions you ask them. You say to them, you know, does he eat sweets? Not often.
Wow, this is quite the doctor, man. First thing I'm thinking when I walk in, if you don't got straight teeth, how you gonna give me teeth advice? Roller coaster teeth that, boy. But you can't lie, his teeth may not be straight, but they look healthy though. They are white. Look, his teeth may look, this is how my teeth used to look before I got braces. He looked like he don't know what braces is. Maybe they didn't have braces in the UK growing up. He do got the white cricket teeth. That's definitely the cleanest roller coaster at Six Flags.
He only has it with a meal. How many times does he brush his teeth a day? Do you think any parent's going to say to me, never? They say, twice. Every parent knows what the right answer is. So, of course, we have to be a detective.
But these lies are soon exposed when Monty takes a look at Tallulah's teeth, and it's a heartbreaking sight, as her mouth is just filled with abscesses and rotten teeth. Talulah even admits that sometimes the pain gets so bad that it wakes her up at night, which honestly should be a wake-up call for Natalie herself. And although Monty says he isn't allowed to blame the parents, it's safe to say the fault falls directly onto Natalie for this. Because Talulah is so young, the effects of her obesity hunger and wakes up in pain during the situation. Now eventually Talulah is taken into surgery to deal with her rotten teeth, and the sight of her daughter being put to sleep seems to finally trigger something.
You so lazy you rather see your kid like this than just simply healthy and doing the right thing for themselves? That's just an L parent overall.
Inside Natalie to take accountability for what she's done.
Sadness and guilt all mixed into one. She's my world. It's my choice what I've given her, and the foods and drinks that I've given her is up to me. So it's not her fault, is it? It's my fault. But I'm not gonna cry. I'm just strong.
This is a
You know you're not gonna cry because you hungry. You not gonna cry seeing your daughter on that bed, but let you see some food that you can't get. Let you be hungry for a little bit longer than you supposed to. I bet you gonna cry. Bro, what is going on, bro? Bro, that's disgusting, dude. You guys already know, man. It's your boy Abdul up next. Subscribe to this channel. You know we almost at that 100K and 96K on the way, man. Let go.